Hey you, yeah you who clicked on this video. Thanks for giving our channel a shot. And if you will, please do us the honor of watching the video all the way through. Appreciate it. Now onto the video.
What's up, everybody? This is episode 2 recap of House of the Dragon, The Rogue Prince. And this is directly following the events of episode 1. In this episode, we are basically starting out with the Prince Admiral Kragas Drahar of the Triarchy. And if you don't know what the Triarchy is, it's basically 3 different factions led by a really interesting character, but we'll get to that later, who is assaulting the Stepstones and taking all the Westerosi soldiers and basically nailing them to stakes and letting them be eaten by crabs, which leads to a interesting meeting of the small council. So 6 months have passed since Rhaenyra's anointing as the heir apparent and the successor to the Iron Throne. Master Ships Corliss Valerian is basically throwing a fit because look, he is the master of ships. He is the head of the richest house in Westeros, and being that he basically has all of the ships in the Westerosi Navy, he is demanding that Viserys greenlight a show of force against this Triarchy who came from the free cities of Essos to basically show them to stay off of the Stepstones and stop encroaching upon their territory. The king kind of hand waves this away. And during this meeting of the small council, Rhaenyra is serving wine to the members of the small council, and she pipes up, feeling herself because, she is now the heir apparent. And she basically says, look, a show of force against Drahar might be the way to go. And, the king's like, he doesn't want to embarrass her in front of the small council, so he basically tries to give her another task at the urging of the hand of the king, which is to basically go and pick the newest member of the Kingsguard. Now, Otto sends Lord Commander Harold Westerling to go with Rhaenyra so that they can pick the next member of the Kingsguard. So, of all the knights that are there, she of course picks Sir Criston Cole to be the next member of the Kingsguard, based on the fact that he is the only knight that has seen actual combat. So that was cool. Then we see that Alicent, at the urging of the hand of the king after his wife's passing, is sent to meet with Lord King Viserys to basically comfort him, which is really just maneuvering for this particular person to basically get his house in position for the king to remarry. The king has to remarry. That is the way of things, especially after Queen Emma's untimely death. Meanwhile, we have Corliss and his wife suggesting that Viserys unite the estranged houses of Targaryen and Valerian by uniting with a marriage, in particular their 12-year-old daughter, Lady Laena. And this is apparently just really disgusting to King Viserys. And I understand that he's like a grown-ass man. This is a child. And even though this is the way of things in Westeros, he still finds it gross. And I can understand that. So the small council learns that Daemon, who had seized Dragonstone, stole a dragon egg. And this is big problems because, as we know, the dragons, the dragon riders, everything involving dragons centers around the Targaryens and their power. So stealing a dragon egg, whether you're a Targaryen or not, is a problem. And more importantly, he stole the dragon egg that was meant for Prince Balon, who he previously called the king, king for a day. So, he also, intends this as a gift for what he says is his betrothed, which is basically his whore from the previous episode, Lady Missaria. She's not a lady, but that's what they're calling her. And he claims that she is pregnant. So this is just a whole bunch of problems. So Otto, he persuades Viserys that he can just go and confront Daemon, get the egg back, and everything will be cool. But we know that Daemon has a dragon and he's not afraid to use it. And honestly, even with Otto being the a warrior and all of that, I mean, a dragon is a dragon is a dragon. You know what I mean? You can't do nothing against that dragon fire. So we go to Dragonstone, and there's a bunch of posturing between these two men who obviously don't like each other and never really have. And just when it's about to get violent, Rhaenyra flies in on her dragon, Syrax, and she retrieves the egg from Daemon peacefully, basically letting him know that she's not afraid of him and that she's not going to back down unless he gives the egg back, because he knows that he wasn't supposed to have it in the first place. And we really just get to see how childish Daemon really is, especially between him and Rhaenyra having these kind of war of attrition. And, again, he's a grown-ass man basically debating a child. And the idea that she can literally just get the better of him and get him to do what she asks is just so interesting. So then, when we get back to King's Landing, King Viserys is not pleased with her action, because she left. She is the heir. Obviously, she will be the next ruler of the Seven Kingdoms, and she's just leaving out without, a word, taking a whole dragon, and could have possibly been killed. So, this is not good. And this also prompts a really heartfelt discussion about him having to remarry. So ultimately, a choice is made, and I don't know if it was the right choice, and this definitely brings back memories of the Red Wedding, or at least the events that led up to the Red Wedding. But essentially, instead of Viserys uniting House Valyrian and House Targaryen, which one of the small council had urged him to do, he instead opts to marry Lady Alicent, the Hand of the King's daughter, and spurns House Valyrian, which pisses Rhaenyra all the way off, and also pisses Lord Corliss Velaryon all the way off, to the point where he is just done with the king. So, after that, we get a meeting in Driftmark where Daemon in secret meets Lord Corliss, and he proposes that they work together to take back the Stepstones in order to basically do what the king won't do, which is to secure this particular area for their advantage, and maybe later on down the road it might lead to something else. I enjoyed this episode. I've been enjoying every episode. So standout performances from the actor that plays Lord Corliss Velaryon. I just really do like this, and I love King Viserys. I love the conflicted nature of his responsibilities over what he wants in life for not only himself but his family. So, let me know what you guys thought about this episode in the comment section below. We'll see you on the next one. 8-Bit Heroes out. Peace.
If you'd like to get a shout out on the channel, then hit that like button, maybe share it with a couple of friends, and do us the biggest honor of all, and subscribe to the channel so you can join the 8-Bit Heroes family. And while you're at it, hit that bell icon so you can be notified when our new videos come out.